What's the country code for Switzerland?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Look, why don't you check caller ID?
No, nothing's coming up. I'll call in.
No, forget about it. Sorry, don't worry about it.
It sounded like it was urgent.
It's fine. What's urgent now is for you to get dressed, for us to get to a board meeting, and for you to keep your head in the game.
I'm calling information.
No, please don't. Forget about it.
Are you telling me that you don't care what the clinic wanted?
It's about the bill. It is always about the bill. I will handle it later as soon as the meeting is over. Right now, we don't need any more distraction.
Okay.
Unless you're looking for one.
No.
Okay. So get dressed. Let's go. Otherwise, you are going to be late for your very first board meeting. Meg, you coming or not?
Paul is a friend of Rosanna's. Why?
She was saying his name just now. It's the only word she's spoken.
Do you think she's going to wake up?
Her latest EEG showed increased brain activity, and we have noted more potentially reactive behavior in the last several days.
When did you first notice this change in behavior?
Now, let's see. The 30th of July. Why? I'm sorry, I'll be right back.
Rosanna, I'm here. And I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have left. I should have had more faith. Of course, the 30th of July. It's when you first brought me back to the land of the living. Which is a pretty good place to be. It's not so great for me right now, but it'd be nice if you were here. Rosanna, the last time we spoke, I guess, it seemed like you were going to give up. And you can't do that. Come back to me. Rosanna, please come back to me. By the way, if you hear them call me Mr. Montgomery, you don't need to be worried, okay? He's not here. He's nowhere near here. He never will be. I just had to borrow his name for a little while so I could see you. Came all the way to Switzerland to see you. Rosanna, when we were in purgatory, I guess you could call it, and I saw you, you said that the door was locked and you couldn't find the key to get back through. Well, I'm your key, and I'm right here. And I'm not going to leave again.
Has she said anything more?
No. But she is going to wake up, right?
Her progress is encouraging, but there's no way to tell whether she'll continue improving or even whether she'll speak again.
Is there something I can do to help?
Mr. Montgomery, there is a new experimental drug. It's only been used in a few cases, and we're still in the process of testing it.
But you think it's worth trying?
The final decision is up to you. But you should know it can only be tried once, and if it fails...
If it fails what?
As I say, we don't fully know the long-term effects.
And what if we choose to do nothing?
She's been unresponsive for so long. In all honesty, the odds of a full recovery are very slim.
Why didn't you mention this experimental treatment before?
It's been difficult to get in touch with you, Mr. Montgomery. Now, the window of opportunity to use this drug is rather brief. I wish I could give you the luxury of time to think it over.
No, I don't need time to think it over. Go get whatever it is you need for me to sign, and I'll sign it. But let's start the treatment right now.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to officially call this board meeting to order. And please let the record show that a quorum is present.
Should you be the one running this thing?
Well, actually, Sid, in order to ensure a smooth transition, Meg has asked me to stay on until she gets fully up to speed.
According to the bylaws, the board has the right to a vote of no confidence on the new CEO.
Oh, only under extremely extenuating circumstances.
Well, these are extreme circumstances.
Well, I disagree.
Why don't we let the board decide? Unless, of course, you think that the facts of the case cannot stand up to scrutiny.
Of course not, but I just don't think that this is necessary.
But everybody in this room has the right to know if your wife has the vision and the ability to run this company. And if she does not, they have the duty, the fiduciary duty to the other stockholders to give her the old heave-ho.
Meg has the stocks. That's all that should matter. This is a non-issue.
You have a lot of confidence in your wife. Why should you? I mean, she's been frequently let go from her previous job, the hospital. I mean, for incompetence, ethical violations.
Since when does ethical violations bother you?
Excuse me.
This woman nursed you back from the brink of death. This woman saved your life.
Oh, please. Let's not be melodramatic, all right? This woman didn't save my life. Chemotherapy saved my life. This woman couldn't even hold down a job, slinging hash in a diner. Now, all right, okay, possibly as a figurehead. Oh, no, even as a figurehead. I know how charming and everything she is. Do you think that this lightweight inspires confidence?
If I may speak.
Please, Don. I'm on a roll.
Lucinda, I'd like to hear from her.
Oh, Sid. Thank you. I'm sorry. Of course. Thank you, darling. All right, Mrs. Montgomery, why don't you tell us exactly what your plans are for Worldwide, or Fools R Us, or Montgomery Enterprises, or whatever we're calling it this week. Just tell me, us, exactly what you plan to do.
If we have to call a code, Mr. Montgomery, do you still want extraordinary measures taken?
Do whatever you can to help her.
To talk about some ideas I have for the preferred stock option buyout from Consolidated Foods.
Nice dozy dough. What kind of ideas?
Well, I have some notes here. Excuse me. Okay, let's see.
Okay, Meg would actually like to roll corporate profits into creation of a fund for a microcredit division.
Oh, my God. You want to turn the corporation into a charity?
Loaning money to women in developing countries to lift them out of poverty. You can't find fault in that.
Well, and since we're using profits to make profit, it's a win-win.
But how's it going to work? Oh, okay, it's a charity.
No, actually, if you would let me explain.
No! Let the new CEO explain.
Well, you're trying to rattle her.
No, you can't rattle a leader. A leader isn't rattled. But then, of course, she never was a leader. She couldn't even get herself elected third-grade class secretary. Could she?
Always do your research,
Well,
don't you?
oh, Sid, I love you. No, I try. All right, okay. Tell us the truth, Mrs. Montgomery. Tell the whole board the truth. You are so ill-informed that you can't answer one single question here unless someone jumps in and rescues you. So, why don't you just admit it? You're in over your head. Admit the truth before you drown. And take the rest of us with you.